Today we're heading to the Royal Botanic Gardens in Sydney, which is the heart of everything. We'll get to explore around a bit. We've got a bushfoods tour that we're doing there as well. Yeah, it's going to be a good day out. And then we're heading home. Short trip. Our trip to Sydney almost ended in disaster when our car decided to break down halfway to Sydney in Ulladulla. But we made it and we were excited to check out the Botanical Garden on our second day. We walked around and we saw the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. We saw some sailboats and all of the beautiful gardens there. There is so much to see while you're in the Botanical Gardens, and so I highly recommend it. It was Sam's first time seeing the Sydney Harbour Bridge and Opera House. I had never seen the Opera House that close either, so that was really cool. And it was just a great way to spend a day out in a big city because you were just surrounded by nature and you didn't feel crowded. Now, our main reason for coming to the Botanical Gardens is to be part of the bushfoods tour. I've learned a lot about bushfoods since going on my own little journey of starting our native Australian food forest in our backyard. I absolutely love this and everything that I've learned about the culture as well as the food and the plants themselves. But I wanted to do this tour, one, to support the initiative and also support the people of the country. But there's always little tidbits and little gold mines that you don't know about the culture and the experience of the people and how the plants have been raised and looked after and used for many, many years before us. So it was really cool to see the macadamia tree and just how tall it gets. Botanical Gardens also have a European farm type of setup, so the way the gardens look now and the way that they looked when the European settlers first came, compared to a more traditional wild forest kind of landscape, the way that the landscape would have been once upon a time when the First Nations people, looked after the land and cared for it and also raised their own food. I really love that they had that contrast of both the gardens next to each other, but it was really cool to also see all of the varieties of plants that I knew really well, like the kangaroo grass, the dianella, the warrigal greens. I always forget the name of the grass, but it was really cool to see her weave it into a rope and then talk about how she would join a few together. It would take her hours apparently, but I'm committed to that. I really want to still weave my own little baskets or something, so I might experiment with those. One of my favourite plants was the grass tree, and I really like the story of this, so I included it here. So this is the lemon myrtle, and it was really cool because we got told to pick up random leaves, and if you squeeze it and it smells like lemon, then you've got the right leaf. This can be used for teas, it can be used to flavour or to give scent to foods like a bay leaf. Yes, I enjoyed that one. Unfortunately, at this time of the year, not a lot was fruiting, but we did see lots of native violas, which are an edible flower. We saw the lily-pilly bushes, we saw the Davidson plum before they were ready, which was really cool because the leaves had a sandpaper texture, which you could actually use as sandpaper, which is just bizarre. Of course, lots of waterways and lizards were everywhere. It was really lovely to see and a great day out. But it was just a short trip for us, excuse to get away. We stopped for some lunch along the way home, and when we made it back we were really excited because Levi gave us the news that our water tanks had arrived, and so of course the first thing we were going to do when we got home was open the tanks. Our tanks are here.
Hey.
Let me help.
Whoa. Oh man.
Bubble wrap for Inna.
For Inna, sure.
Inna's Christmas present. So exciting.
These 3 tanks here, guys, this is our freshwater tanks. They're about 115 litres each, which should give us, somewhere around the 350 range. Like, give or take it not being completely full. And this is our grey water tank as well. So the freshwater tanks are going to be dispersed through the centre of the bus to disperse the weight as much as possible. Plus also, that's how they fit, because we want to put them underneath. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to strap them in so they stay still and stay secure.
So we venture out to the steel works to pick up all of the steel that Sam's going to need, and over the next few days, probably in the next video, you'll see us putting together the tanks, putting them into the bus, and getting really excited to do the next part of the build. While we were in town, we also picked up some cherries. I wanted to pick up a lot more, but I just didn't have the cash for it. So I got a kilo of cherries, which I'm going to de-pit with a chopstick, which was actually surprisingly easier than I thought. I de-pitted them all and then I pickled them. I love pickled cherries, like the Morello cherries that you would get at Woolworths, and it was really cool to do a variation of this where I'm in control of what goes into the product. This is so good. Alright, we're going to make a pickled cherry recipe. So we need 3/4 of water. I'm going to use some of my homemade apple scrap vinegar. That's 3/4 as well. I'm going to use the dandelion syrup that I made, because the more we use it, the better. Okay. Oh my god, I made it way too thick. Alright. So the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of black peppercorns, but instead I'm going to try the Tasmanian pepper berries, which I have bought from Kakuta Plum Co. Most of you guys know, but these are a native pepper. Yum. They smell so good with the pepper berries. Alright, while that cools off, let's go plant seed packets 22 and 23. And I also, apparently our town is out of corn, everyone's planting it, so I picked them up while we were at the Botanical garden. Just forgot how to talk for a minute. So 22 is spring onions, and 23 is white everlasting daisies. And I actually need to transplant some of my flowers because where they currently are, they're not doing too well. So I'm going to give that a whole revamp, move some compost, replant some flowers, mulch things. So let's go. Come on, Handsome. You gonna come with me? Come on. Good boy. Very good. Come on. I just went out and planted some corn kernels and picked so many beans. I'm gonna freeze these because I didn't realize that there were so many on the plant. And we'll probably not eat them this fast, and I prefer them frozen because you can just chuck it into things. So yeah, let's go back inside to chill out from this heat. I have a basket full of lemons that I probably left a little bit long, so we're going to go juice them and turn them into ice cubes that we can easily thaw out and put into salad dressings.
Take my girlies outside, put on some pajamas and chill. Bega. Tomorrow's the last day of vlogs. Oh my gosh. At first I was wanting to full-time do now I'm dead in the ditch.
I am so excited for the package that I just received from Tina. Tina is, I gave her a shout out on our video about homesteaders of Australia, the most recent one, and her channel is Chimney Creek Farm and Willow's Wonder. And if you didn't know, she actually has a small business all about handmade soaps, and it's called Willow's Wonder on Instagram, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I'm kind of guessing that this could be soap. I'm really hopeful. I just smelt the box, and I know that's a weird thing to do for any other package, but it smells so good. It smells amazing. Oh my god, it smells so good. Are you ready? Am I ready? Oh, so pretty. Wow. Oh, that smells so lovely. Oh, Tina, this is so sweet. Oh, look at that. Wow. He's so cute. This is gorgeous. Oh, it smells like gingerbread and all things Christmassy. Oh, this is too much. Oh my god. He's so beautiful. Ah, the Christmas smell, guys. Oh, and an actual loofah. See, I want to grow this so bad. I'm so jealous. I am feeling so grateful. I want to wish you all a very happy and safe Christmas and holiday period. Take care of each other. Have a wonderful time. Eat and drink yourselves silly. And again, thank you so much, Tina. Go check out her YouTube channel as well as her beautiful Instagram page, and support a small business if you have any last minute gifts. Tina's online shop is Willow's Wonder, and on YouTube she's Chimney Creek Farm and Willow's Wonder.